Hey guys, VideoJames, and I know some of you are going to say it. I know that yesterday I made a big video about how my recording software wasn't working, but I just tested it a few minutes ago, and I recorded straight for 5 minutes like I was doing playthroughs without actually doing a playthrough of anything. And I did a fake how to use, and for some reason this actually worked. I don't know how, I don't know why. Just don't look a gift horse in the mouse. In the mouse. What am I saying? God, I'm so dumbfounded by this right now. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And let's just get on with this how to use Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir video. So, when we look at Gardevoir, and I'm going to ignore move pools from now on, just because when we get into into Showdown, we'll see all the move pools that we need. So when we look at Gardevoir right away, Psychic Fairy, iffy typing. That Psychic counters Poison and Fairy's weak to Poison, so, go either way. And then Fairy counters Dark, but Psychic's weak to Dark. So, we see Gardevoir can be a he now. That Gardevoir has Synchronized and Trace as abilities, but it also has the hidden ability Telepathy for double battles, which kind of works out fair. That you can just stick it in the middle during a triple battle, or on one side of the double battle and have something use Earthquake, and it won't take damage. Well, at least if it's your ally's Earthquake. But then, anyway, Trace giving you the opponent's ability if it should have one that isn't Trace. And then we see Synchronize when the Pokemon gets a status condition, your opponent also gets that status condition. So we see, in Gardevoir's stats, we see a very sweep-ish Pokemon. That we see we get the 68 in the HP, and 65 in the defense, 115 in the special defense, so it does have potential as a tank. And then 80 in the speed, and absolutely destructive 125 in the special attack. Meaning that this thing, with just beneficial EVs, gets up to 349. And then we scroll down to Mega Gardevoir, we see same typing, but it gets the Pixelate ability. Now, if any of you remember back to my Salamence video, Pixelate changes the typing of normal type moves to a specific type, and then increases their power by 20%. Who decides that's OP? Changing something to your type, giving it the stab, and then giving it an extra 20% base power boost. And then we see Mega Gardevoir gets an absolute straight-up gauntlet boost, that it gets 85 in the attack, 165 in that special attack, 135 in the special defense, and 100 in the speed. That's Togekiss speed right there. That's reaching the levels of a Togekiss. And I think Showdown has yet to check that, and I think Showdown still kind of has to update that. But we'll see when we get in, because I didn't bother to check. So we see first Gardevoir set, it's just a Scarfer. That we've got a Scarf Sweeper with Synchronize. And I know some of you are going to say Trace works a little better, but I like Synchronize better just because there are a lot of abilities that you can't trace, like Mimikyu's Disguise, and some other Pokemon's abilities, like I think you can't trace a Legendary's ability. Except for Pressure, because that's on almost every Legendary. I didn't think I've been able to trace that before. But anyway, we see this set, just a Choice Scarf, basically like a Togekiss. So we've got Moonblast, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, and then Trick, just to give your opponent the Choice Scarf if you don't want them to be a setup, or if you want them to be stuck on one move that's not going to hurt you. And then we see the stats, max investment in the special attack, max invest into the speed, and we're hitting a Timid Nature, getting up to a Togekiss's speed of 284, meaning we'd be completely balanced at it. That's why I thought Togekiss. I forgot that Togekiss and Gardevoir normal have the exact same speed, not Gardevoir Mega. My bad. But then, oh wait, did I put Timid Nature? Yeah, I said Timid Nature. But then you can also run it with a Choice Specs set that's still Synchronized, but the Choice Specs instead, and we're getting Moonblast, Psyshock, and Shadow Ball again, with whatever other random special move you want to throw in. You could throw in Hyper Voice for all I care. Or you could throw in something like Thunderbolt or Energy Ball. And Energy Ball was actually a move that got restricted to a TM, and a lot of Pokemon that used to be able to use Energy Ball lost it. So, I don't know why. But anyway, with this one's EVs, basically just boosting the HP max, boosting the special attack max, and throwing on a Modest Nature, and you're hitting that 383 base special attack. And, again, the first two sets for Gardevoir, absolutely sweep. That you've got the highest speed possible on a Gardevoir, going up into the 400s, and then you've got extremely high special attack, going up into, like, dear God, what's half of 383? 160 something? So you're hitting the 500s. Oh dear God, I just got scared of a Gardevoir. And then we also got a setup Gardevoir set that we've got Citrus Berry on it, and we've got Calm Mind, Psyshock, Draining Kiss, and Thunder Wave. Now let me explain. Let me explain before you all try and shoot me down. So, Gardevoir, with it having Synchronized, lets it kind of take a status, and at the same time it doesn't really bother it that much. So for this set we've got Citrus Berry, just for that health recovery if you get below 50%, which is actually more common since you're a Psychic Fairy, that you're not taking too much damage from your super effectives and you're surviving a little bit. And then we still got the Synchronized ability, and we've got Calm Mind for that stat boosting, Psyshock, and Psyshock is one of the better moves. I should have said this earlier. But Psyshock is one of the better moves because it boosts the special, or doesn't boost. It uses the target's defense in damage calculation instead of its special defense. So it basically weakens the target or powers up Psyshock. I forget which one. I know it gives Psyshock a major power boost. And then we've got Draining Kiss just for that health recovery that with Calm Mind, we're going to be getting a lot of our HP back once we use a Draining Kiss. And then we've got Thunder Wave / Will-O-Wisp. You can run Will-O-Wisp. It's actually kind of recommended for this set because we've got the defense at a low quality, and with the Will-O-Wisp having the attack halving effect, you would end up actually surviving a lot more if you had a Will-O-Wisp. But anyway, EVs for this one, max out the HP, max out the defense, and then throw on a Bold Nature. And the reason for Bold, I think, is because it does more for a Gardevoir than boosting its special defense nature. That with Calm Mind already boosting you, you're going to need more in the defense than you will in the special defense, so just throw on everything you can. Although, if you do want to run Will-O-Wisp instead of Thunder Wave, that will be cause for you to be able to use a Calm Nature. No, it is Careful. Careful lowers the attack. That will be cause for you to be able to use a Careful Nature, but since I like using Thunder Wave, and I like Gardevoir just to be to absolute faster than everything else tank, that Thunder Wave is probably going to be better if you're using this set. And then we see, going into the Mega Gardevoir, that we've just got an absolute wreck-tactic sweeper set. That we've got Calm Mind for that stat boosting, Hyper Voice for the straight-up damage, that with Hyper Voice getting the Pixelate bonus, and a Calm Mind, and a Stab, you've won. Almost nothing's going to survive that. That with you having 429 in your special attack, and that getting boosted by 1/2, you're getting to somewhere around the 600s. 660, actually. Dear God, 658. Why am I getting so scared of a Gardevoir all of a sudden? I've never known Gardevoir was this good. And then we see we got Protect, just for that one safe turn, and then Destiny Bond, in case they bring something that'll take you down, or you're about to die anyway, just outspeed them with your high speed, and then go for a Destiny Bond. And I think Destiny Bond actually has priority. I think it got a buff where it gets priority now. Let me see. If the opponent knocks out the user, it also faints. No, I don't think it has priority. Alright. And then the final Gardevoir set is just basically another setup set, only this one is what I like to call a setup stealer set. That we've got Stored Power, Psych Up, Hyper Voice, and Protect. Oh wait, did I do the stats for this one? No, I didn't do the stats for this one. That the stats for this one are max out the special attack, max out the speed, and throw on a Timid Nature, because with your special attack being that high that you're in the light green zone, you're going to be not really needing a special attack nature. You can run one, but you don't really need it. And then, the last Gardevoir set, like I said, setup Stealer, that Stored Power and Psych Up copying Pokemon's stat boost. So, say you run into something like, trying to think of something. Something that's gotten like an Evo boost or something. Then you Psych Up that, steal their stuff, and then just Stored Power to just do absolute damage. And then, with your high speed, you're going to be outspeeding everything. Well, after you use the Stored Power and if they have a speed boost. But then, you've got Hyper Voice just for more damage, and Protect, again, the one safe turn. And then we see stats on this one, once again, high special attack. Wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. That's supposed to be HP. That is definitely not supposed to be special attack. There we go. Ah, what the heck is wrong with my keyboard? Okay, never mind. 1 second. What is wrong with you, keyboard? Fix yourself. Import. There we go. And a save. There we go. But anyway, max out the HP on this set, max out the speed, and once again, throwing on a timid nature just because you need that speed on a Mega Gardevoir. That, with it having the high special attack, you don't really need a boost, but you do need that speed, especially since there's stuff like Mega Blaziken, Mega Greninja, Ash Greninja, and then there's just stuff now like Pheromosa that can just absolutely wreck everything with its speed and get even faster. But anyway, that's going to be how to use Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir. Again, I've got no clue how this worked. I didn't even think this was gonna work, because what I did was I kept Smart Pixel in case if I ever tested any of the apps and they actually worked with it for some reason, that I'd be able to use it. I don't know how it's working. I don't know why it's working. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Why can I not say horse today? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just take what it gives you and run away. But anyway, that's going to be how to use Mega Gardevoir. If you guys have any suggestions you want for a Pokemon how to use, once again, let me know down in the comments. And if you guys did like this video, you can slap the like button as always, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully. If this would still work. I hope it really does. I don't want it to quit.